Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Lisa's Love and Light. Happy Wednesday to everybody. How are you guys doing today? How's things going, guys? Are you taking care of yourself? Are you feeling better? Looking better? Please do whatever it takes one day at a time to take care of yourself, guys. That is so important. You'll feel better, you'll look better, and you'll do better. So, guys, with that being said, thank you for being here. Keep in mind that I am not a therapist, social worker, or a counselor. I'm just someone who's gone through a lot of trials and tribulations and challenges, and I talk about it here. And I tell you about ways that I have overcome these things with grief, pain, trauma, all these things. Maybe you guys have went through some of these things, but I talk about different ways that I overcame it and how painful it was and challenging for me. Nothing is without God. Um, but thank you all for being here. With that being said, the topic of discussion today is never allow anyone to disrespect you. Never tolerate disrespect. That's so important as you get to be with yourself, take care of your physical and mental health. You start to grow and heal. And as you do so, don't allow the toxicity back in your life. Don't allow the old, because that means that if you do that, all the work that you've done will go into a regression, and you have to start all over again. And then it may be even that much harder or complicated the next time around. So do not allow disrespect of any nature, guys. Keep in mind, I'm having some allergies today, problems with, so just bear with me a little bit. Um, Take care of yourself, never allow disrespect. When you start to love yourself, um, not be in love with yourself, but love yourself, you start to realize these toxic situations. Like I said, these things are lessons, unlearned lessons. And once we start to realize what they are by looking at things from a different perspective, we can find creative ways to resolve them. Because once you resolve these things, you don't have to repeat those lessons anymore. Remember, I always talk about people, circumstances, and situations come into our life for a reason, a season, a lifetime, or a lesson. And many of these things are unlearned lessons. And once we see it from a different perspective, we um, get our mindset to see things from a different perspective, then we can handle it differently and close the door to those things. And then we can move forward to our new beginnings where better things exist, better situations, especially if you've been going through this for years, for a long time, and you don't understand why you keep going through problems and the problems seem to be getting worse, etc. And you know that you're in the upright, you haven't done anything wrong. It could be unlearned lessons, you know. The first place I would advise anyone to start is with a therapist. And that's where I started. And then, like I talk about, 1,000 pieces of to a puzzle in a box. You turn the box over, all the pieces scatter. But you don't know what the picture is until you start to do the work to put the pieces together. And that's how it is with the healing journey. You start to see things from a different perspective as you start to work on yourself, little by little. Nothing ventured is nothing gained, but baby steps, one at a time. You start to see things differently. And also, never allow yourself to stay in a place of bitterness, because you could be missing opportunities and blessings, good things, because of being stagnated in bitterness. Just let those things go. The forgiveness I talk about all the time is not for them, the people who hurt you, it's for you, so that you can take your power back, because they hold the power over you. If you're consistently bitter, angry, you can't invite new opportunities and people in your life if you're stagnated and stuck, you know. So work on yourself little by little and ask God to help you, which I had to do a lot, be in prayer with God to to ask Him to help me to get through these, situations, because I was in a place of bitterness for a very long time. So I know what that's like. But in order to receive blessings and move forward, you have to let that go and leave it to God. Um, when I talk about disrespect, you know, um, it's just people who want to try you sometimes. Uh, they will try you, if they think they can and they can get away with it. People will do that. It is important to never allow anyone to disrespect you, and know what is for your highest good as you start to take care of yourself, heal and grow. Know what's for your highest good. And toxicity of any sort is never for your highest good, guys. Never. Know your self worth and what you deserve. And then ask yourself questions. If this person did A, B, C, and D to me, do I deserve this? What did I do? And if you come to the conclusion that you haven't done anything wrong, um, what I would suggest is when someone disrespects you, address it immediately. Immediately. Do not allow it to linger. Because if you allow it to linger, it will escalate into something unmanageable. So it's always important to nip those things in the bud quickly so that it doesn't ignite into a fire. And then when you address it, and it continues to happen, let's say another time, is disrespect again. What I would suggest is to set strong boundaries. In my case, I would reiterate again, for the final time, because to me, it's like baseball: three strikes, you're out. And after the third time, I just cut off, block, and delete. But that's my decision because of what the circumstances are. But I would suggest to you guys to set boundaries. And then if it continues, you decide how you want to move forward with any type of disrespect, because it's a form of toxicity. Um, Set boundaries, as I stated. Love yourself enough to know your worth. Love yourself enough to know that you deserve love. You deserve respect. You deserve people to treat you in a way that you treat them. Do unto others as you want done unto you. That scripture in the Bible really comes to mind right now as I speak about these things. If you don't want certain things done to you, then don't do it to anybody else. It's so important, to treat others the way you want yourself to be treated. And people sometimes seem to forget about that message. I'm in prayer all the time, asking God to help me, and I've worked on myself a lot, and new doors and new opportunities are starting to open slowly. And I'm show gratitude, guys. I always thank God every day for waking me up, for taking care of me, especially as I take the step to move forward. God, take two and three. He sees my intentions; they're not bad or negative intentions. So he takes those steps on my behalf as I continue to move forward. Now every day is not going to be a great day. We're going to have days where we feel really good. And then we have those other days where we just feel like, ugh, I can't get anything done right. And when you have those other type of days, be patient with yourself, because nothing is perfect. I had to learn that really well, because me as a Virgo, and everything has to be a specific way. Um, I just had to learn, there's good days and there's not so good days, but make the best out of every day, and be patient with yourself, because some of these things I'm discussing with you is going to take time. Nothing is quick like a microwave, nothing is overnight. You work on yourself little by little and be patient with yourself. And when you want time alone, I don't know everybody's schedule here, but make that time. let people know, you don't have to go into a whole lot of details, but let people know that you need time alone because you have to take care of your physical, mental health, and you just need some me time. We all need that. And make sure you're doing that on a daily, even if it's an hour or two, and do something that you love that uplifts your spirit, engage in laughter and things that build up your spirit, not tear it down, as we see in this world we live in today with a lot of uncertainty and hate going on, and ask God to help you, as you do it, because this is not a one man show. We all need help at times. Don't be afraid to reach out and ask God for it. If you have a support system, use that as well. Like I said to you guys, I didn't really have that support system, that I thought I had, but I, stayed in prayer with God, and I access a therapist, which I still talk to this day. So it's no shame to that. We all need something to move forward and to keep us going. So that's the message today, guys, because I have to get going earlier today. But I wanted to stop by here and talk to you and uplift you. Don't take in too much of the toxicity, especially with the news and everything that's going on, because that can bring your spirit down, and stay in prayer, stay around people who are uplifting and who are supportive instead of the toxic ones. Thank you again, everyone, for showing up and being here. I will talk with you guys again tomorrow. Please subscribe to the channel so that way you will know when I'm on, because I can't dedicate to a time or commit to a time. And let's just keep this going. I want to reach as many people as possible. The channel is growing. So the messages are resonating. And I want people to hear this, that if I can do it, you guys can do it too. Let's turn this pain into power, power into a purpose into paying it forward to help not only ourselves, but to help others as well. Thank you again. This is Lisa shedding love and light. You guys go out there and enjoy your day, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye for now, guys.